Get ready for more microtransactions than you can shake a stick at. Rockstar's going in dry. Hello, YouTube. My name's uidsea. Alright, so day after Halloween. Hope y'all had a good Halloween. Let me know how y'all did. Hope you guys saw some spoopy games. We're going to be talking about a few of them. Not too many in this one, but anyways, let's just jump right into it. So let's start with things everyone's talking about. Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah. Came out. Critical acclaim, 10 out of 10. Surprise, surprise. I'm not really surprised at that. I'm not going to cover pretty much anything of Red Dead Redemption 2. I haven't had a chance to touch it, so I'm not going to mess with it. The only thing that I did see, which is actually the reason why we're starting this off, as expected, there's a headline, as expected, you'll be able to buy properties in Red Dead Online. Yes, and apparently some different commenters are saying that Red Dead Online, at least like the trophies and a bunch of other things, are essentially the same as GTA Online. And from what I understand from most people with GTA Online, it was fun at first, but then it got really tedious, boring, and grindy. So everyone's kind of expecting Red Dead Online to be essentially the exact same. Yeah, you can buy properties. I'm sure there's going to be Buffalo Bill Bucks or, I don't know, like Prospector's Gold, something. It'll essentially be the microtransaction equivalent of a shark card. Yeah. I'm not really expecting much, honestly. It's Rockstar. We know there's going to be another 6 years of microtransactions. We know there's going to be another 6 years of not really too much content aside from the online stuff. So if you are interested in that, oh boy, I hope you like that storyline in the main game, because I don't think you're going to be getting much from it after that. Unless we get a Red Dead Undead. Like the first game had the Undead expansion. Like if they do that in Red Dead 2, that's gonna be fucking good. But I don't really think they're going to. No. I think you're just gonna be able to buy more properties. New DLC pack. Buy 800 properties. New DLC pack. Here's money so you can buy 800 properties. Anyways, dude, it's a fucking AAA game. Microtransactions are gonna be the theme of this video. Before we get to that, though, the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, the Smash Direct thing, actually is going on or just finished right before I recorded this video. There's a lot of things in it, and we're not going to mess with everything with it, but there was a few interesting little keynotes that I saw. One of them that was pretty fun. You can essentially get different, like, spirits that you can attach to the characters that you play on. It's an odd system. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, but essentially fighters can join forces with spirits to enhance their powers, and it's kind of like a bounty board type thing. You can go out and fight enemies that are somewhat related to that spirit, and then by fighting them you can get them, and then you can attach them to your characters. You're going to be able to attach a whole bunch more spirits than there are playable characters in game. It's essentially going to be like side characters and characters from past games and whatnot that you'll be able to attach to the characters that you are playing as in the main game. It's kind of confusing, right? But essentially you can do that, and there are different tiers, as you can see, and they have kind of like a rock, paper, scissors type thing where their types are attack, grab, and shield. Ooh, and the mixing and matching spirits will help players get the upper hand with certain components. It's kind of like equipping a charm or an accessory in an RPG. Interesting. I'm not going to talk about the rest of the Smash stuff because, like I said, I'm recording this video while it's pretty much going on. So yeah, we'll mess with that, or we won't. We may cover it in next week if I end up taking a look at it. I'm not 100%. I'm not a Smash fan. Like, it's not my game. I'm not a fighting game fan, so I'm probably not going to touch it. But if you guys have anything that you want to see from Smash, or you know, if you guys have seen it, let me know. What do you guys think of the Smash Direct? Like, are there characters that you want to play? Do the spirit system looks interesting? Is there a bunch of new stuff? Check it out. Let me know. I may get it because, you know, Switch, portability, all that stuff, but signs still point to no for me. But either way, I'm sure there is a whole bunch of new interesting innovation and hopefully no microtransactions. All right, now on to things I actually care about. Call of Cthulhu came out. There. Call of Cthulhu came out yesterday? Yeah, Halloween. We've been streaming it for about 2 days now. Really freaking good. I'm really loving it. It is based on the tabletop game Call of Cthulhu. I think currently it's in like a 7th or 8th edition right now. I can't remember. But essentially, you're a detective and you're exploring this small town of Darkwater off the coast of Boston, and you run into madness and cultists and a whole bunch of other squiddy dark mayhem. It's really interesting if you like mystery and suspense games. There's a lot of world building, a lot of story building. You have a dialogue system similar to what you'd see in like Mass Effect, where you can talk about things, and based on the things that you've seen in the past, through investigating, you can unlock different answers, and you can use your skills to kind of unlock more questions and answers in dialogue. There is no combat, at least not that I've seen. I think you can get a gun later on, kind of pew things. There's some Amnesia-esque gameplay where you can kind of wander around. You have to avoid monsters and kind of like hide in closets and stuff. Kind of like a Alien Isolation, Amnesia-esque thing. It's really interesting. Like I said, if you're a fan of Lovecraft like I am, I'm a super big fan of Lovecraft. I've been waiting for this since the first day it was announced, and it's living up to all of my fucking expectations. It is currently my 10 out of 10 for in 2018. I don't know, maybe I'll play Red Dead and I'll think, oh man, this is really great, and I have an extra $4,000 to spend in microtransactions. I'm telling you, microtransactions are the theme, you'll see. But Call of Cthulhu, I highly suggest going to get it. Cyanide Studios did a great job of it. Highly, highly, highly recommend if you want a really, really good horror experience. All right, so something neat I found that was on Twitter. This guy was checking out the Sega shareholder meeting for 2018. And because of localization, Japan has finally, or at least is starting to realize, hey, the rest of the world can make you money if you localize your games correctly. And like this one right here that I like, no matter if a game is popular in Japan, it's unlikely to win fans over if the localization is insufficient. Essentially saying, hey, Japan, we want to play your games. Can you please get a competent and trustworthy team of translators to translate it to other languages so that we can play it? And essentially, you can just read the Twitter thread. I'll put a link down in the description where they essentially say that, hey, Sega is finally paying attention to the rest of the world. And there's some other things with like overtime hours and a whole bunch of other interesting little neat things like that. I'm really, really happy that this is actually showing, because that means, hey, maybe, just maybe, Japan will pay attention to the rest of the world and will start localizing more of their shit. Because I know there are a good number of Japanese-only games that the rest of the world has wanted to see for a while. I can't think of any right now. There was a Monster Hunter recently, I think, that was Japan only. I think there was a few other ones. Not so much like newer games, but a lot of the older games I'd like to see. Like the PS2 era had a bunch of really fun Japanese games that were only Japanese. We got some of them, like, you know, Fatal Frame eventually came over, Siren, Blood Curse, and a bunch of other those came over. But it's really nice to see that Japan's finally realizing, hey, there's a market over here. People are over here. You can sell many millions of more copies over here. Just please translate your game. Us can't learn Japanese or want to. I mean, I kind of want to, but that's just, you know, that would just be to compliment myself as a competent YouTuber. That one was kind of short, but it was just something interesting I found. Elder Scrolls 6 is a long ways off, according to Bethesda. If it may not even launch until the next generation of consoles. So back during E3, Bethesda showed the new, or they teased Starfield, which is whatever it even is, because we have nothing else other than a splash screen. And then, of course, we also saw ES6. Everyone's awaiting it. I mean, Skyrim came out, oh my god, almost 7 years exact on the date. It's 11/1. It came out 11/11/11, and it's 11/1/2018. So yeah, it's been a while, and I mean, Skyrim is still going great. I mean, I just started playing Skyrim again for the umpteenth time. But ES6 is something that we've been wanting, of course. Yeah, it even said the easiest way to look at how it was announced, it was Starfield, then ES6. You can go back and count the years between Bethesda Game Studio releases, and you'll get the idea that it's not coming anytime soon. Yeah, they're not planning for it to come soon. Even if I remember correctly, even during the E3 release, they were saying it's pretty much in an early pre-production phase. It was probably more of just, hey, let's make the fans stop whining and let them know, yes, we are actually thinking of an Elder Scrolls 6. It's not going to be coming for a long time, though. Either way, I mean, I'm still waiting for it. I'm not going to be holding my breath that it's going to release in 2 years, because it's probably not going to release until, like, I think I saw some estimate online at something like 2024, which, like, I don't want to wait another 6 years, but if we have to, it's going to be fucking magnanimous, and I'm going to have to build another computer by then. God damn it. That's terrible. All right, well, we're going to start up a GoFundMe account today. I need $10,000 to make a computer that will run Elder Scrolls 6 in 6 years. Oh, God. People have speculated a bunch of different things on it. We know nothing of it. We don't know where its location is. We don't know its story. We don't know anything about it. Hopefully that Bethesda will take into consideration all of the modding team's efforts and possibly put in a lot of things that the modding team has done. You know, like maybe more varied skill trees, maybe more weird quest lines. Like, I know that there's like, I saw that there was like a Lich mod storyline. That would be something cool that you could put in. Maybe they'll actually get some of the modders on the team. If I remember right, this year there was actually a mod that won a Screen Actors Award for how great it was. I still haven't played that. Enderal or something like that. Enderal? Yeah. I vaguely remember something about that a few months ago. Huh. But yeah, I hope that Bethesda does just as well as it does with Elder Scrolls, which I'm sure it will. Just please don't do a fucking Fallout 76. Apparently, Fallout 76 didn't work well. There was a new beta that just came out. Speaking of Fallout 76, Bethesda has confirmed that Fallout 76 will have, say it with me, right, microtransactions. Yay, we're going to have microtransactions in Fallout 76, the multiplayer-only Fallout game that we didn't actually ask for. And I don't know, were they expecting it to be like a Rust or an Ark type thing? I don't know. From what a bunch of people are saying with the beta was just actually like a day or two ago. It was locked to the consoles. The frame rate was locked to the console's power. There was a few other interesting things. There was a bunch of glitching, which, you know, surprise, surprise, it's a Bethesda game. I'm not at all surprised by that. Which, Bethesda game glitches are fine. Most of the time, they're hilarious. At worst, they're completely game-breaking and game-crippling. But the person working on 76, whatever his name is, the Bethesda boss, Pete Hines, he has said that multi-transactions are limited to cosmetics only. There's going to be a premium currency called atoms. When you pre-order the game, you also can get 500 atoms free. Another interesting thing that says, all the content we ever put out for Fallout 76, all the DLC, all the post-launch stuff is going to be free. There was a bit of a write-up, it was an interview from GameSpot, that essentially the guy was saying that we've been looking at the past few years of what microtransactions have been, both good and bad. And he says that we're trying to stay on the good side of that line. They said that they looked at things like Battlefront 2's release and a bunch of other games that have been infamous, I guess, for for microtransactions, and they're saying there is no pay-to-win element. You can't buy guns. You can't go buy a nuke and nuke your friend's first day if you want with money. The atoms are literally just for cosmetics, which that's the way you need to do it. Korean MMOs, you need to fucking pay attention to that. That's the way to do it. MMOs in general. Only cosmetics, nothing else. Just do cosmetics, dude. People want to look pretty. People will buy shit to look pretty. MapleStory 2 launched 2 weeks ago. Look at that. Look at all the microtransactions. Yeah, you can't buy weapons. You know, you can buy skins. You can buy gliders. You can buy skins, and you can buy mounts. And I think you can buy some stuff for houses and maybe a little bit for like global chat. But either way, dude, it's doing freaking great. MicroStory 2, MapleStory 2 has a great launch. I mean, I put like 30 hours into it the first week. Dude, companies need to realize if there is something that pops up and it's like, hey, you can buy 200 energy in this MMO. No. Or just in this game, I spent $60 on this game. You can buy some energy for it. Well, I'm going to go delete it and I'm going to go get a fucking refund. I don't want to spend that much money and then all of a sudden, hey, here's more things you need to spend in order to play the game optimally or efficiently. Like, no, just make it so that I can wear a nuke on my dick and I'll be fine. I will play the shit out of Fallout 76 with a nuke up my rectum. It's great, but don't make it so that you can buy weapons and shit. Another thing that they said was with perk card, they essentially have perk cards. That's how you get perks in Fallout 76, and you cannot buy them. You cannot buy new perks, essentially. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, Bethesda confirms that it will not allow players to spend real money to acquire new perks. The game only lets you buy cosmetics. I'm fine with that. Dude, Overwatch has done fucking phenomenally with that. Fortnite has done phenomenally with that. Think about that. All the money that Epic has made from Fortnite's cosmetics microtransactions. Just do that. Don't be fucking greedy. Don't be like Black Desert Online. Oh, well, you're expected to spend at least $60 in the first 3 months to optimally play the game. No, dude. Microtransactions are fine if and only if it's for cosmetics and nothing that can give you a leg up on other players. That's fine. Because I don't have to buy them. I don't have to look good. I can look like fucking cardboard box level 1 to level 60. That's great. I don't care. Just give us the option, but don't make it so that we can ruin other people's gaming experiences with it. That's not kosher. Speaking of microtransactions, see, told you, theme. It's this whole video. Black Ops 4 has had the biggest launch in Activision history. Conversely, right after doing that, we found a thread on Reddit that is a post by I Enjoy Met. God damn you fucking Reddit users. Black Ops 4 has microtransactions requiring players to grind for 200 hours or pay upwards of $200 to get everything in a single battle pass. Oh, and there's a time limit on that battle pass, so you can't grind it out. Yeah, so in one instance, it had one of the biggest launches. In this, and in the flip side, this user has essentially broken down all the different systems. $60 for the base game, $49.99 for a season pass, and then microtransactions to high heavens. To put things into perspective, if they plan to update this game with new market tier content every 2 months, about $200, and seasonal events, that's around $1,400 per year to get the base tier items alone. I dread to think how many thousands of hours of grinding this insanely tedious and extremely slow tier progression system, not even counting the ridiculous amount of randomized supply drop items, emote stickers, spray tags, calling cards, weapons, variants, and characters, $3,500 potentially. So, yes, it's done well, but at the same time, if you want, I guess, I don't know, all the best tier weapons and all the skins and this and that, that's a lot. That's a lot, dude. Also, I need to become an app developer. Man, microtransactions are riddled in mobile gaming. All I gotta do is make a fucking Angry Birds and put some microtransactions in there, y'all are never going to see me again because I'm going to be filthy fucking rich. Yeah. Like, seriously. Like, no joke. If you're a young child right now and you want to be rich by the age of 21, get into developing mobile gaming right now. Because whales will pay you to live. So, yeah, how do you guys feel about this? Because when I think about it, like, Black Ops 1, I was, like, right out of high school. I had nothing to do. Me and my buddies would play it for, like, 8 fucking hours a day. 200 hours to grind stuff out? Dude, we can get that in, like, a week or two. That is absolutely no problem. Problem is, I now have a job. I have YouTube. I have Twitch. I have a girlfriend. I have a life. I can't play more than, like, 5 hours a week. Think about that. And you got, I mean, these games, don't get me wrong, games are geared towards kids, but games are also geared towards adults because let's just be honest. This is no longer the 1990s where it's just, oh, it's only children who play video games. It's fine. No, we all play like a good amount of adults, dare I say, almost more than kids play video games as a means of de-stress. And think about it like, oh, I just bought the brand new Black Ops 4. That's great. Oh, there's a season pass. Well, shit, I'll buy that too. That's essentially the price of a new game. All right, well, I'm already $110 in the hole. Let's keep going for it. And I keep on playing, and then I realize, hey, I am grinding and grinding and grinding, and I'm not really getting anywhere. Oh, well, let's go take a look. Ooh, neat. I got to spend another possibly $200 to play stuff. Cool. All right, I'm $310 in the hole. That's great. The next season, 4 months comes out, or 2 or 3 months later comes out. Oh, cool. I have to pay another $200. Like, dude, fucking no. I literally just got done ranting about this. Cosmetics, nothing else. That's it. Cosmetics. Make it fucking cosmetics only. I don't give a shit. Black Ops 4, cool. Let me go run around as fucking Pedo Bear. Let me go run around as a goddamn meme or some shit. I don't care. But, like, make it so that I can buy that stuff and then let me unlock everything else. Don't make it a timed grind, dude. No one's gonna fucking do that. I mean, okay, like, I'm sure the FaZe and Optic clan are gonna do that, but I'm not even gonna fucking buy the game. I don't want to spend that much money to realize I have to spend probably 3 times the amount of money I bought the game for to get everything for it. No. I'm going to go back and play fucking Skyrim for the 95th time, or Stardew Valley, or I'm going to play a goddamn mobile game where the RNG loot boxes still are going to make it easier for me to get stuff than this. I mean, this is ridiculous, dude. Greed is the ruiner of innovation. That's for damn sure. I don't know, man. Like, I got some more things to talk about with this video, but so much of it's microtransactions. Well, so much of it already has been microtransactions. So you know what? No more microtransactions. We're gonna pay attention. We're gonna check some new stuff out. Hey, look, something with that microtransactions. So Toby Fox has released Delta Rune, which is essentially Undertale 2. They just released it today for free. You can go to I think it's deltarune.com, right? Deltarune.com. Yep. Go download it. The way it works is when you install it, it modifies your original Undertale install if it's in the default directory so that it checks what ending you got and adds even more stuff. It has a trigger to check if you have a Tainted Genocide run save. There's 27 new songs in the OSD. Checks the date and time. So essentially, like if you do one of those save scumming things where like you mess with the saves to, do a true genocide run or true pacifist run. Apparently it detects that. So that'll be interesting. I kind of want to like do an edited save just to see what it does. I'll probably play this. I might not. A lot of people said that it's good for people who love Undertale. If you were kind of like it was kind of neat, which is like kind of where I am. Don't get me wrong, like it was a good game. I love the OST. I still listen to the OST weekly, but I'm not like I'm not gonna jump on it and be, oh my god, Undertale is a great fucking thing. I'm gonna play this right now. Like, I don't care. I might play it. I might not. I don't know. If you like Undertale, great. Here, let's talk about something very interesting. Hey, it doesn't have microtransactions? No Man's Sky. Yeah, Everyone gave No Man's Sky shit, but they're still spending $310 on Black Ops. They just released a new free update called The Abyss, where it essentially turns water worlds into Subnautica. Yeah. Yeah. I'm horrified of the water. I love No Man's Sky. I'm going to play this and really fucking hate everything about my life. You can still go mine with friends. You can still go wander around. They've completely revamped how the underwater areas were made. They completely revamped your abilities underwater. How creatures act. There is a new, what is it? It's whatever their sea moth equivalent is. You can find underwater ruins. I mean, dude, take a fucking hint from No Man's Sky. There's a giant eye. Take a fucking hint from No Man's Sky, man. Look at what they have done. I mean, I've loved the game since launch day, but you know, I mean, there are some people who still do. The vast majority are like, oh my god, you like No Man's Sky? No, I've loved it for fucking ever. There's a little submersible that you can have. There was such a terrible fucking launch with it, and then they went dark and then came up, and all of a sudden they got a whole bunch of new and exciting improvements, all for free, no goddamn microtransactions, and then they just keep on improving this damn game. It's gonna be like a fully fledged MMO by the end of this. Yeah, there's terrifying monsters now. Have you ever wanted to go onto a water planet and then all of a sudden be chased by a giant fish demon? Well, there you go. You can do that now. Yep. It's an anglerfish shark whale. Yeah. Kind of neat, right? I'm excited for it. I'm gonna go play the shit out of it. Actually, I might play this when I'm done with this video. Oh, but it's so good. Like they just keep on updating this game. I freaking love this game so much. I'm so hyped up, or I'm so riled up about the fucking microtransactions. Like, I'm just trying to calm down. I just want some nice, horrifying underwater abysses to go explore for hours. I think I'm gonna go do that. So that's it for this week. I actually have 7 or 8 more things that are on here. If you'd like that, well, you could use that microtransaction called Patreon, because I put... Oh god, I do periodically update my Patreon with stuff from these videos. If you guys do want to support me, then I appreciate you. The link's down in the description below. But it's never required. I'm never going to do anything. I'm never going to add microtransactions to this channel so that you can't watch all of my content without paying for it. And if I do, you're gonna be paying like $200-300 fucking bucks a month. No. But seriously, dude, the state of gaming is just terrifying. The fact that you have to pay for so many things. So many things. That's why you guys don't see very much variety on this channel. Because like anything I'm interested in, the vast majority of it gets torn down pretty goddamn quick. Oh yeah, I want to jump on that Black Ops. Well, maybe I don't, you know? I'm good. Oh, I want to play a new MMO. Nope, microtransactions. Cool. That's interesting. Yeah. There are still good single player games. I'm definitely not shooting that down. Like I just said, Call of Cthulhu has been probably one of the best gaming experiences I've had this year. It's just that there's so much BS with multiplayer stuff. This is why I don't play multiplayer stuff, because one, I don't really have time for it, and two, I don't have the money for it anymore. Apparently, I can't keep up with the kids on someone's credit card, or you know, I'm rambling at this point. It's just frustrating. It's very frustrating as a gamer who's been gaming for like 20 years to see the world change essentially. I'm still holding out hope for, you know, Bethesda single player RPGs. But Starfield isn't expected to come out until 2021, and then ES6 isn't expected to come out until 2024. So what am I supposed to do? Just keep replaying old games? No. Go to indie games. Indie games don't have microtransactions. Go check out any indie game that you can find. Our Reddit/r/indie games. Go check that. Go look around on Steam. Go find a genre that you like, and then go look at stuff that isn't AAA stuff. You will be surprised what you find. Indie games are what's essentially keeping the industry alive right now. And I highly, highly, highly thank and respect all indie game devs for doing that. And if you want to see some more occasional indie game coverage, as well as more news channel and me ranting about microtransactions, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's only $4.99. No, I'm kidding. But seriously, subscribe if you want to see some more of this. I put out this stuff every week-ish. Yeah. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, good. I'm good. Good. I'm good. Good. I'm good. I record this without pants on.